Hello, in this video I'm gonna talk about the Arctic Freezer 34 Esports. Show the unboxing, specifications and installation. We'll also do a bench test with it, so let's get into it. So here's the box, a nice white box. Before we move on, I want to mention that this is Arctic Freezer 34 Esports, and there is also 34 Esports Duo. It's basically the same, but the only difference between the two is that the Esports Duo have two cooling fans, but the one I will talk about right now is not the Duo but the 34 Esports. It's one of the best among the small air coolers, and I'm making this video after 4 months of using it, and I'm quite satisfied with its performance so far. Okay, let's open the box. Here we have a greetings booklet. And a user manual. I guess you can get it by using the code. First, let's see the utilities that come with it. All screws and accessories are separately packed. The bracket for the Intel users painted in white. You don't need this for the for AMD processors. Here the fan holder, in case you broke the one that comes with the fan, or you want to buy another fan and install it to use two fans. So that means you can make it the 34 Esports Duo. The Arctic MX4 thermal paste, which is great. The clamp which holds the cooler and the bracket together, all painted in white, and I think it looks nice. And here we have a lots of screws and standoffs, so let's get into this a bit detail. Here there are three types of standoffs. The first one have no markings, the second one have two markings on the sides, as you can see here. But the third one have only one marking on its sides. This is the one you have to use for AMD processors. So I think you can see the difference. And the thumb screws, which will be used for attaching the cooler onto the standoffs. Now let's see the main cooler. I opted for the all white, though there's many colors you can choose from. It's a small cooler with 120 mm fan, which is a pressure optimized fan. This fan really works a treat. The speed of the fan ranging from 200 to 2100 RPM using the fluid dynamic bearing. Height is 157 mm, width is 124 mm, and the length is 103 mm. So space clearance for RAM isn't an issue at all. Arctic logo on top. It's about half kilo, 4 heat pipes. Heatsink and pipes all white, a white fan with a grey rim. I really love the finishing. It runs using 0.26 ampere of current connected through a PWM connector, which comes in both female and male connector, extendable from either of the two. Okay, let's try to install the cooler onto the motherboard. First we have to attach the cooler to the clamp. The cooler is now fixed to the clamps at both sides. Now let's remove the onboard clamps, as we're going to use the standoffs that comes with the cooler. Like I said before, the standoffs with only one marking will be used here, as I'm using an AMD processor. I can use the onboard backplate as prescribed for AMD processors. Okay, now all standoffs are fixed. Do not forget to remove the protective film at the base of the heat pipes. Let's apply the MX4 Thalmark base, which come with the cooler. Now I can attach the cooler onto the motherboard using the thumb screws. Make sure it's tight enough, but do not overdo it. Now install the fan using the two fan holders. And connect the PWM fan connector to the fan header on the motherboard. It's really a simple and easy installation. Here I did a stress test to my CPU to benchmark the performance of the cooler. I did the test for about 10 minutes and I got the maximum temperature of 69 degrees. But this is a stress test and I think it's fine because I know my CPU will never load this heavy when play games. I've also tested the temperature while playing my games and the temperature sits comfortably at around 55 degrees. So I think that is all for now. I really hope you liked the video and thanks for watching.